I see that your name is Melissa.
Hi.
Is that what you'd like me to call you?
Yes.
Okay, nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming in today. Before we get started talking about what brought you in today, could you just tell me a little bit about yourself?
So I'm from Canada and I'm like 21.
Okay.
I'm about to turn 22. And do you want me to just tell you like what's going on or?
Well, I just wanted to get to know you a little bit first.
Okay, yeah, I have 2 sisters and 1 brother, and I still live with my parents and I go to university, so yeah.
That's awesome. So do you have fun things that you like to do?
Yeah, I love skiing. That's one of my
Okay,
favorite things, and then figure skating and playing the violin.
Okay,
Yeah,
those are really cool things. That's awesome. Okay, so before we get started into what brought you in today, I do have some things that we need to go over, so you know what to expect from this session. So my role here is as a social worker, so that means that I will not be giving you advice. Whatever we come up with today, we're going to work on together. And yeah, so this session will be about 15 minutes long, and the goal is just for me to get kind of an understanding of why you're here. I'm going to be asking you some questions to just try to make sure I have a good understanding, and then hopefully we'll see if we can come up with some goals together. So that is what you can expect from this. Also, I would like to go over confidentiality with you. Everything you say here will be confidential, with the exception of if you hurt yourself, somebody else, or if I hear of harm coming to an elderly person, somebody with disabilities, or a child. Does all of that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have any questions?
No.
Okay, awesome. Now you can let me know what brought you into it.
So basically, me and my boyfriend were in a relationship for like 3 years, and then last month he cheated on me with my best friend, and that really affected me emotionally. And for the past like 5-6 months, I've still been grieving and stuff, and it's affecting my daily life. So like when I'm doing like activities or stuff, like if I see something that triggers it, like, and I'll start crying or stuff, and it's just like, it's really affecting my life to where I can't function like normally, like happily, you know, like every day, like when you're happy and everything. So like I just want to get out of that and just, you know, be like, have like a happier life and not think about it, you know?
Yeah. That sounds like a really hard situation.
Yeah, it's really rough.
So you said that you were not able to function properly.
Yeah.
Could you explain to me what that looks like?
So like, for example, if I'd see, so he'd bring me these favorite flowers called like, I think they're called irises or something.
Okay.
But anyways, so he'd bring me those like once every week and everything, and if I'd see that, then it'd bring back the memories, so then I'd start crying. But like, let's say I'm like running or something, like I can't be crying and running, that's gonna affect myself. Like, it's not good when you're like trying to, especially since like I do a lot of marathons and that, so it's like, it's not helping me in like my workouts and everything, so
Yeah, that makes sense. So you said that your boyfriend cheated on you, and the relationship ended?
Yeah, it did. Like when I found out that he cheated on me with my best friend, I'm not friends with her anymore, and like I broke up with him like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it sounds like your friendship is not really
No, the friendship doesn't
that
exist anymore.
ended.
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's too bad. What have you been doing to cope with this, like, recently?
Well, I've been like trying to like look up positive quotes, and like every day I've been like reading a positive quote, or like I just try not to think about it, like to put in my head like I'm fine and everything. But I don't know, it doesn't seem to be working, so.
Okay. So, it sounds like you have been trying things,
Yeah.
which is that's really good that you haven't just, been pretending doesn't exist, at least you're like trying to find a solution. That's really cool.
Yeah.
But you said it hasn't been working.
It hasn't really. Like, some days it'll help, but then it's like, other days it's just like, it's still emotionally draining.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you've been thinking you'd like to try to cope, or are you just...
Well, that's why I came here, because I
Okay.
literally have no more options.
Okay.
I mean, like, I could take, like, drugs of some sort, like, that could help,
Okay.
like, but other than that, no. There's
Okay.
nothing.
Okay. So you came here to find some ways to cope.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Has there been anyone in your life recently that you've been going to about this?
Yeah, one of my sisters and then one of my other friends that I've been, like, talking to. My sister mostly because she knows the situation more, because my other friend was only, like, she's really busy because she's already married and everything, so she doesn't have as much time, but she still knows a bit, but my sister knows more because she's closer to my age.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do have a support system.
I do, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I would like to ask you kind of a strange question, if you're okay with that.
Okay.
Okay. So let's say that tonight you go to bed and your day has been exactly how it's been recently. It's been hard and struggling, but you go to bed, you go to sleep, and you have the best sleep of your life. And in the middle of the night, a miracle happens. And this miracle is that the problem that brought you here today is solved. But you're asleep, so you don't know that this miracle has happened. When you wake up in the morning, what would be the first thing that would tell you that this miracle has happened?
I wouldn't think about it anymore, I think.
Okay.
I think I wouldn't think about it, and I'd just be happy. Like, I'd be like, oh, look, the sun's up. It's really beautiful outside, or everything like that.
Okay. So, you wouldn't be stuck feeling sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would, like, forget about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would have moved on.
Yeah.
Do you think there's anything that your sister would have noticed that would be different?
She would have probably noticed out of me as more cheerful, probably, and less about, because, like, I do talk to her about this, like, every day. Like, I tell her, like, oh, I felt this way because of that, or, like, so she'd definitely notice. Like, she'd be like, oh, why aren't you talking about him anymore, or something. Like, she wouldn't want to bring it up, but, like, she'd still, like, mention it in some way. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that your friends would notice anything different?
They might not, depending on the closeness, because I'm still pretty good at, like, hiding my emotions, so, like, a lot of people don't know what's going on, but, yeah.
Okay. Do you think that you would, like, there would be any activities that you would do differently?
I mean, I still have quite a bit of hobbies, so, like, that also helps, because I feel like exercise helps, but, like, I don't know. More music, maybe different styles of music.
Okay.
I don't know.
You'd be focusing on a little bit of different things.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So going back to how you've been feeling, is there any days now that you feel even just a little bit like this miracle day?
There are, yeah.
Okay.
Some of the days, like, let's say, like the day my niece was born and I saw her and everything. That day, like, I was so happy, like, it was amazing.
Okay, so when something good happens, that distracts you from...
It distracts me from...
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any other times other than when your niece was born?
I mean, there were a couple other times, like, just, I don't know, some days it just happens that I'm super happy and everything. Like, let's say I got a good grade on my test or something. It keeps me cheerful for most of the day, unless there's something bad that happens.
Okay.
Or, like, sometimes just hanging out with my friends is just really fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, on a scale from 1 to 10, when you're having the days when there's no exception to how you're feeling, on a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 is let's say, completely discouraged and like you feel like you're never going to be able to be happy again, and a 10 is like, yeah, I'm going to be able to get over this, and I'm going to be happy again. On those days where, you know, you're sad and you're crying when you see flowers or whatever, where would you put yourself on that scale?
Probably like a 7, because I still like to think positive and be
Okay.
like, you know what, one day I'm gonna get out of this. But
Okay. So where would you say you would want to be after coming to these counseling sessions?
I'd want to be in a like 10.
Okay.
I'd want to be at the point where like I'm happy and I don't
Okay.
need to think about like being discouraged.
Okay. Where would you put yourself on that same scale on the days when the exception does happen? Like when you're hanging with your friends and distracting yourself?
It'd be probably closer to a 9.
Okay.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Because I do feel very hopeful. Like when I'm really happy, like I feel hopeful. I'm like, oh, you know what? Like I can actually get out of this. Like I can forget about it sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. So I am going to step out and take a thinking break. I'll be right back, and then we can start formulating some goals.
Perfect.
Okay, so I've stepped out and thought about what we've talked about, and I just want to say I'm very amazed at your ability to work on feeling better and, you know, trying different things to cope. And with that being said, I would like to suggest that maybe throughout this next week, maybe you could try spending a little bit more time with your friends.
Okay.
Does that sound like something that you would like to do?
I mean, yeah, it's always fun spending time
Okay.
with friends. It's just kind of hard with school, you know,
Okay.
because like you got a lot of schoolwork, so it's kind of hard like having, because it takes time, you know,
Yeah.
and there's homework and everything. But that would be something fun. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that there's a way that we could make a plan, like a time where we could set, like, okay, this day or this time each day I'm going to spend this time with my friends to try to build myself up?
I mean, yeah, I could do that. Like maybe if
Okay.
I did like from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay.
every day and like went to play basketball with them or something.
Okay. And does that feel reasonable to you, like something you can accomplish?
Yeah, this sounds reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let me know if you feel like that's not something that you think would be helpful. But if you think that would be helpful, then we could try that for this next week and see if that, you know, if that helps you to get better. That sounds good?
Yeah, I think it sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would love to keep doing these sessions with you. Would you feel open to doing another session with me?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So when would be the next time that you would be able to meet?
I mean, as often as possible, honestly,
Okay.
because like I just am really trying to get out of this, you know.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
and like I feel like I can't do it on my own, and like my friends don't really know how to help me, so that's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so would the same time next week work well for you?
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in, and
Thank
next
you.
week we can see how this next week goes and see if there's new things we need to try. Okay, awesome.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so much.
much.